Welcome back, everyone. Let's have another chat, take another drive. Been a while since I did one of these videos. This time we're going to be kind of in the dark, might have some light. We'll see how things go, I don't know. And it's really cold outside right now. Seems like, winter decided to show up a little bit early this year, so. But anyway, let's take a little drive here. Hold on, first let's see if I can't beat my neighbor out of her driveway. She's about to leave just like I am. Hope you're all doing well. I just had a quick issue I wanted to discuss, which I've kind of touched on a little bit before, but I wanted to come back to again. If y'all enjoy these videos, please let me know. But it's, when did we as a group and as a people just become so completely divided? Election stuff's coming up right now, and there's, a few states that are going to have a pretty big influence, or not, few issues, in my state, they're going to have a pretty big impact. So I've been trying to kind of talk to people and see what they're thinking and which way they're leaning, and it seems like, it's like in those conversations, they just reach a point where they're just so far into their camp with one way or the other that they don't even want to debate you or talk to you. And it's like that sets us up for total failure. Because it means that, a way that at least I see it, outside forces and outside influences can completely dominate and completely control the way that we see things. I mean, especially during any kind of election cycle, which now it seems like it's constantly election cycle. It's, just 24/7 attack ads, and there's so much misinformation and disinformation and kind of subtle white lies one way or the other, depending on things. And, you just see it. It's like, okay, you're going to vote this way or that way. I mean, nobody ever does research anymore, which is kind of sad. And it's, I've tried to go down some of these rabbit holes and, see the pros and cons to various things and be a little more educated on some of them. And it's like every time I try to talk to people about it, it's like I just feel like I'm getting a door slammed in my face. Hold on, everybody. Coming into a major intersection here. We gotta kind of speed up a little bit. Oh, right. Good. There we go. Now we're up to speed. Okay. So, back at it. Where the heck was I? So anyway, it's like I said, like I was just talking about, it's like I try to come up and talk to people and have just kind of like, just an educated conversation and just say, okay, this is the way that I see things. This is the way that I'm doing. Not trying to force them to vote one way or the other, but just as, this is what I'm hearing. And it's like so often I'm just getting the door completely slammed in my face, and everyone's like, no, thou shalt vote this way, and if you don't, goodbye. That's like, it's completely the wrong way. It's like there's so many issues and things in our society that we should be able to go and have a candid conversation about without just going into this complete and total, sense of tribalism. I just feel like, when we go into our own individual camp one way or the other, depending on the issue, that just totally sets us up for failure. And like I was just saying before, it just allows for outside forces to completely, control the narrative one way or the other. And I personally believe that that's just totally wrong. There we go. And we have to go forward and merge nice and smooth with traffic here. Now we got a downshift because we're slowing down here. I do love shifting. Love driving stick shift. I mean, especially here in the state that I live in, there's so much dark money that's getting funneled in the form of a lot of these attack ads, and not just on certain issues, but just across the board. And I feel like by us being tribalistic and not willing to have candid conversation, we doom ourselves. I mean, especially now, to go into another area and talk about this with all the stuff that's going on, how do I say, over there it's, you're either for the one side, we'll say, how would I say this, for them or for the other side. Forgive me about being kind of vague about who and what I'm talking about, because I'm afraid of, this video kind of getting totally struck down by, Skynet. So I'm trying to be kind of, choosy, but it's the thing that's dominating all the news right now. They've been talking about it nonstop. So hopefully y'all can figure out what I'm talking about. That big thing that's going on. But like I said, it's either you're for the one side and that group and that country, or you're for the other. And it's like, what if I'm not for either? What if I don't support either of their actions? Which I don't. I think they're both foolish. I think they're both stupid. No, what I personally support is, how about us Americans? How about the fact, okay, hold on. Warning, now things are going to get a little vulgar and I'm going to go into a little bit of rant. Okay, ready? We good now? Okay. So, like I said, let's just put that warning out there. If you don't want to hear any thing that might be a little bit misconstrued as political or a little bit of a rant, click off the video now. Still here with me? Ready? Okay. How about I say no, I don't support either of the actions that those two sides are taking. How about I support the fact that my freaking grocery bill keeps going to the fucking moon every time I go to the damn store? Why is it the fact that, the cost for me to get a cart full of groceries has gone up by at least lowballing 4 times, at least. And why? Because we're sending all the money over there. No, fuck you, Lindsey Graham. Fuck you, Chuck Blumenthal, and all you other wicked death merchants. You want to go over there and support them and help them? Go over there and fight. If not, screw you. Why are my grocery bills and all my other utilities going to the moon and back to fight your endless war leading to nowhere? We didn't learn our lesson in Vietnam. We didn't learn our lesson in Iraq. We didn't learn our lesson in Afghanistan. I mean, how much money did we waste in, Iraq and Afghanistan? I've heard some estimates, 2 trillion at least. By some estimates that we spent in that 20-year process, at least. What good did that money do? Okay, let's take 3 major cities off the top of my head. We'll say Los Angeles, how about Chicago and Detroit? You take even 10% of that money, funnel it into those 3 cities, you could have removed people generationally from poverty and altered those 3 cities for 50 years at least. And what good do we get by having that money over there? None that I can see. I mean, I don't know. I don't live there. I haven't been there, nor do I have any wish to. Most likely, if I went over there, I'd probably get shot immediately. But again, to go back to the whole point, no, I don't support either side of what's going on between them, we'll say. Forgive me, I'm being kind of vague. I support the fact that, why are all my, cost of all my groceries and everything else going to the moon and back? Why is it the fact that, the single mom working 2 jobs with 2 kids can barely even afford to keep a roof over her kids' heads? Why is it the fact that, we have so many homeless veterans living on the streets that can't even afford to have, a roof over their head or food on their table? There's absolutely no reason for that. None. And it's sad and it breaks my heart, and I can't find any reason for it. There are at least none that are halfway decent. So, thanks for listening, everybody. Hope you enjoyed it. If you want to see more of these, comment below. Till next time. Thanks for watching. We just finished up our drive. See ya.